Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Virgo. Virgo, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Virgo as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. Now, y'all, I need you to take a moment to listen to what I have to say. Okay, I have a very, very important little rant to go on. Do not skip this, all right? It's not going to be long, but if you love me, if you respect me, listen to what I have to say. So there have been more and more very much rude comments, very much impatient comments about people saying, oh, why are you not posting fast enough? Why are you not posting this sign or this sign or this sign? Y'all, I'm spread out across multiple platforms. YouTube is not my main platform, okay? I post content on TikTok. I post content on Twitter, on here, and on Patreon, which is exclusive and early access. So therefore, I'm not like other YouTube readers that post 2 and 3 signs a day and do multiple for 1 month. I'm not. And I don't plan on it because I like to spread out my content. So if you cannot be patient and watch for another sign in the meantime, that's why I have sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, south node. So you can watch, then you don't need to be watching my readings at all because I have a lot of things going on. I have a life outside of this. I have health issues that I'm struggling with. And a lot of you don't know that, but I do have lupus amongst other types of health issues and chronic issues. So I'm not always feeling that good to be exerting myself just posting on YouTube all day, okay? So please be patient, please be understanding, and please watch for other signs in the meantime while you're waiting on your sign. I also took a 2-week break when I was in New York, so I am starting the February monthlies a little bit later. But I really appreciate your patience, and if you see anybody commenting negative, nasty things, please check them for me. I try to check everybody, but I can't always see them. So, bear with me. I'm only one person. I'm doing a lot. I'm young. I got my personal life. I got my relationship. Like, it's a lot. So this is not my whole life. It's not. All right. So I appreciate you listening to that. On a lighter note, I do have oils back in stock. This is the love oil if you're trying to manifest a romantic partnership or self-love. And then I got another oil. These 2 are almost done. My money abundance oil bestseller on the shop. Lots and lots of reviews, positive reviews and results from that. If you're trying to manifest money, all that is in the description box down below on my website, tarotbybronx.com/shop. All right. So thank you all for listening to my rant. Let's get into your reading. Hopefully I don't have to keep repeating this, but I will if I have to until y'all get it. All right. So Virgos, let's get in. So we got the blunt truth here. Let's see what's coming out for Virgos. Get off your ass. And then you have give a little, get a little. Okay. Tell us more for Virgos with what this is pertaining to with get off your ass. Excuses are keeping you stagnant. Give a little, get a little. Oops. I didn't mean to pull all those. Let's get one more. New love on the horizon. All right, so you got here a couple more cards. You have strategy needed before action is taken. Excuses are keeping you stagnant. And then you have new love on the horizon. At the bottom, you already know the answer. Stop seeking. Stop asking. Sorry. All right, so Virgo, where are you kind of being stagnant here where you need to get up and do something? Get up and get moving here. Where does Virgo need to get up and stop making excuses for something, what they're doing? You have recognition. Okay. Where does Virgo need to get up? Stop procrastinating or stop, you have think before you act. Where does Virgo need to stop making excuses? Rejection, forgiveness. Okay. Meant to be. Hold on, let me clarify one thing. Think before you act. What does this mean for Virgo? All right, you don't need to act from a place of self-sabotage. You don't need to act from a place of fear. This is the one meant to be. I see many of you are in a relationship, or you're getting into a relationship where this is the person for you. This is like the end all be all type of situation. Now, I see that for many of you, is what I'm hearing for Virgos, is like there's a lot of things that you want. There's a lot of things that you want to manifest. There's things that you're like, oh, I want this type of house or job, or I want this career. I want this type of relationship. But you are doing absolutely nothing to aid towards that right now. Or you're doing a little bit. You're doing a little bit, but you're still staying very in your comfort zone, staying very comfortable. You have give a little, get a little. Okay? Get up. Get off. You're behind. You have excuses are keeping you stagnant. Okay? So for many of you, you have this is the one, you have meant to be, right? And so you are in this place where if you have not found the love you're looking for, you have soulmate at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you are just kind of like talking about this love that you want to acquire. You're talking about, oh, one day I'm going to go out and meet people, or I'm going to, next week, I'm going to start next week and next week and next week. But it's like you have this fear of rejection for some of you, right? That is keeping you stagnant. That's keeping you confined to not putting yourself out there, not making the necessary changes that you need to make to figure out a solution. Virgos are very solution oriented and plan oriented. However, making a plan and being a planner can easily turn you into a procrastinator. Is this thing on? Testing 1 2 3. Virgo, testing 1 2 3. Being a planner can easily turn you into a procrastinator. Okay? Faith without works is dead. It reminds me, like, I always use the axis of Pisces and Virgo because we're so similar, and I see it more and more. A Pisces will be in this place where, Pisces is known for coming up with their dreams in their head and fantasizing, but sometimes they fail to take action or turn it into reality. Virgo can do the same thing, but with a plan, right? You get really obsessive about, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this, and this is how I'm going to get my life together. And I'm going to organize everything in my mind, and I'm going to organize everything on paper and write it out. And I'm going to have all these dozens and dozens of lists and plans and do absolutely nothing with them. You just have a plan, but there is no work behind it. There's no action behind it. So make sure that, you do come up with a plan. After you stop making excuses, you're like, okay, I'm going to sit down and make a plan. And then you figure out what action needs to, support that plan. Because then you're just sitting on a hopes and dreams and prayers, okay? But for a lot of you, there is this new recognition or even this fame that is coming towards you when you decide to finally put yourself out there more. You start talking more about your work. You start talking more about your projects and stop hiding behind the scenes and feeling guilty. There's guilt here for taking up space. There's guilt for talking about yourself. Virgos can really struggle with being a little bit too humble. All right, I'm a Virgo as well. And sometimes we just, they're very just soaked up in humility, and sometimes it's just hard for us to receive. It's hard for us to receive that praise without feeling like we need to do something in return, or we need to owe somebody something. So looking at that guilt and taking away that guilt and saying, I should not feel bad for receiving. I should not feel bad for getting praise. I should not feel bad for wanting love. I should not feel bad for any of these things. So looking at your life and saying, where do you feel so guilty for the things that you want, and why? Where does that come from? Like, who made you feel guilty in the past? Or why do you make yourself feel guilty, right? Where do you need to forgive yourself for your shortcomings? Some of you feel like, oh, you've tried already and it didn't work out. Forgive yourself for the things that didn't work out, because, it's all a part of learning the lessons and learning how to be the best version of ourselves, which takes time, all right? It takes time, honey. So let's see what else we got here. What else for Virgo? What's the advice for Virgos with needing to get things done or get things started? Self-love. A lot more self-love. Virgos, very, very hypercritical towards yourself, more than others a lot of the time, but towards yourself and others. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? Is the advice for Virgo? Oop, rest. What's the advice for Virgo? Promotion or raise? All right, so I do feel like a lot of the blockages that you are facing are a lot more. This new love is right there. It's right there. New love on the horizon. New love. Again, you know, a lot of you feeling bad for wanting love for some reason. And that's not the right approach. Like you feel like, for some of you, it's like, oh, your life has been so much about work and other things. But now you're like, I don't really, you know, or that's already squared away. Now I want something a lot more like fulfilling. You know, I want connection. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Absolutely nothing here. A lot of you feel very guilty for resting. A lot of you feel guilty for wanting to take a break. A lot of you feel guilty for crying. A lot of you feel guilty for feeling guilty. You feel just like just these emotions, and you're very hypercritical of your emotions and your feelings. And instead of just feeling, you criticize yourself. And this is why it makes it so hard for you to actually get things done, because you're so hyper focused on why you feel the way you feel and trying not to feel like that it makes it hard to move forward. Okay. So this is why it's saying you need a lot of self-love right now to help you get to the next level. It's not about you being angry at yourself and you being hard on yourself and saying, well, I need to do this better, and this is why I'm not good enough, and I'm not worthy, and I'm not this, and I'm not that, and rejecting yourself. Especially when it comes down to this love situation, there's a very, 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 very promising love coming towards you if you have not gotten it yet, as well as promising a new location for you, new house, new move, or promotion or a raise. But it's like a lot of you struggle with feeling deserving of these things, right? And so you're not making enough space emotionally to receive them. A lot of you are just like getting caught up in the plan of it and trying to make sure everything is structurally perfect and right, when that's not the approach that Spirit is telling you to take right now. It's an approach of love. It's an approach of being kind and compassionate towards yourself in order for you to actually get what it is that you're hoping to get. It takes a lot more compassion and patience, okay? So that's what we have here for you. But there is this energy of procrastination and making excuses for why you cannot do something, and why you can't do this, and why you can't do that, and why you can't start, and I don't have enough time, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, right? But you're still at the same time saying, well, I want these things. Listen, we make time for what we want. And instead of like always criticizing why this can't happen and why that can't happen, how about we just only focus on solutions? We only focus on what is possible here. And if you can't give a lot, give a little. Give a little at a time, all right? But stop these excuses, Virgo. For I can't start until da-da-da. I can't start until this is exactly in place. And I can't get a relationship till I'm 100% healed. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. All right. What else do we got for Virgo? What we got for Virgo, please? What's coming towards Virgo that they should look out for? Whoa. What's coming towards Virgo? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, south node. Oop, oop, oop. Eight of Wands. Things are picking up the pace. What's coming towards Virgo? Ace of Cups. Virgo, y'all ready? Y'all ready for some new love? Okay. I just got in a new relationship very recently, so it's saying for all the Virgos right now, love has been on the horizon, okay? Y'all ready? Ace of Cups. What else is coming towards Virgo? Hope you're ready for it. Don't sabotage it, okay? Don't sabotage it by being hypercritical. You got Seven of Swords. I see a lot of you trying to run away from things. What else for Virgo? What's coming towards Virgo at this time? The Devil card. Capricorn. What else is coming towards Virgo? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Let me clarify. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Death card. Scorpio. All All right, so you have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I see that there's a lot of like triggering things coming up for you because of new situations here. It's going to cause you to have a lot of shedding of old skin, of old ways, of old, thought patterns, old addictions, old codependencies here. I see you trying to kind of run away from yourself in a sense, okay? But you got to deal with this stuff here. You got to deal with this. You got to deal with these endings. You got to deal with this rejection, this heartbreak, these past things so you can fully move forward. I see that things are progressing quickly for you, especially when it comes down to celebrating yourself, whether it be like you getting a lot of recognition for a promotion or a raise, or you getting this new relationship, this new love. But for many of you, it's like it's hard for you to fully embrace it because you're just like so much in your head. You're so much in like, just like really punishing yourself or bullying yourself. Okay. And I don't like that, Virgo. I don't like it. Let me clarify with the surrender deck. What does Virgo need to surrender at this time with this energy here? What does Virgo need to surrender? What does Virgo need to surrender? Surrender to trust. Trust that you are not always in control. You're not in control, and logically, things are not always going to make sense to you, why things are happening the way that they do. Wait, hold on. My hands are... Let me get one more card. And give yourself time, okay? Give yourself time. You have surrender to non-action at the bottom. This is a time where the energy for you is like really about receptivity. A lot of you are just been so much in your masculine energy. You're just been doing, giving. It's time to receive. You have surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. It's really giving me that, like, it is as good as it seems. Like it's not one of those trick bag things. Like it's like that. Whatever it is, whether it's the love, it's the job, it's like it is what it says it is. It is what it looks like it is. But a lot of you are trying to like find something wrong with it. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself in your decision. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path. You're going down a new path. You're going down a new path, whether it be in a new relationship, a new job, a new relocation, a new town, a new city. And some of you are getting into this place where you're starting to get in your head about it. And you're like, I don't know if I made the right decision. Trust yourself, okay? Give yourself time to adjust to things, Virgo. Okay, sometimes like us being overly critical and perfectionist is our defense mechanism. I know for me it is. Like sometimes when I start something new, like me trying to be hypercritical about it is me trying to protect myself from getting hurt or being disappointed. But if you give yourself enough time and you're able to really see it through, you're able to see, okay, this is definitely a lot of defensiveness and a lot of like scared feelings and fear and anxiety. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, be patient and trust the universal flow. Yeah, just be patient and be ready to receive, because a lot of good things are heading to you. But there's excuses that stop you from actually enjoying it, especially romantically. All right, let's get some last little bit of advice for Virgos. Yeah, but it's as good as it looks. Okay, it's as good as it seems. It's not too good to be true. That's what I'll say. It's not too good to be true. All right, what else we got for Virgo as advice? What is the advice for Virgo? You know, Virgos, we're always looking for something. What is the advice for Virgos at this time? 8 of Swords. The Tower. Why is the Tower here for Virgo? Why is the Tower here as advice? Why is the Tower here as advice for Virgo, please? Moon cards. I feel like it's about really challenging your own inner critic, right? You know what my therapist had told me one time? My therapist was like that I can be very critical of others and be very like perfectionist on other people because I am very critical and a perfectionist towards myself. So I feel like, Virgo, the more you give yourself that patience, that self-love, and you're not so judgmental or you're not so critical towards yourself, it does help you to stop being so judgmental or critical towards others. And this does not mean that, like, you just let go of all of your boundaries or anything like that, but it helps you to see, okay, where am I just being like a stickler, or where am I just being like controlling or obsessive versus like where are there actual issues, because sometimes the lines are very blurred. And so I feel like the next situation that comes towards you is going to really challenge that in you, and it's going to really show you and highlight and mirror back towards you where you are a bit of a perfectionist or controlling in some ways, or very hypercritical of yourself, and where you like look at the ways that you talk to yourself. You need to really reflect on that. You have Ace of Cups in reverse. The only way to receive love from other people is to give love to yourself, okay? And a lot of you have not been giving yourself that love, that praise, that encouragement, that patience that you always give out. But now you're in a place where you're going to be in a receiving end of it. And it really challenges you and it really pushes you out of your comfort zone, because there's been like this codependency where you're just so used to giving, 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 giving. And now you're having this awakening like, wow, I really don't know how to receive. I don't know how to receive. All I know how to do is give. And so now it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to sit back and relax and let other people cater to you, love you, give you the praise and the acclaim. And you're going to have to really fight off those self-sabotaging thoughts that tell you that you're undeserving of it, that you're not worthy, that, people are using you, because it's not always the case. Even if it's happened in the past, you know the signs to look out for, and you know that like if you give a little, you get a little, and you gauge how much reciprocation is there to see like, okay, this person or these people don't expect me to like jump through hoops for them in order for me to be worthy, because Virgos tend to really get obsessive about earning love, earning things, feeling worthy, and working hard to receive that love that should be already just given to you. Okay. But overall, it looks really good as far as what's coming towards you. But I see a lot of you need to really like fight back to your inner critic and those inner voices that tell you, Virgo, you can't receive. You're not supposed to be receptive. You just, all you're good for is giving. That's not true. Okay. So, be ready to be receptive and give a lot of love to yourself through this process, because you are going to actually feel bad about it. You're going to feel guilty. Like, oh, I don't like somebody doing all this for me, or like these people treating me so good. Like, it sounds crazy, but you'll see when it comes up. Okay. But thank you for watching, Virgo. Thank you for listening to my rant in the beginning. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. Share this video with 10 million people. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything. And if you want some hoodies, oh yeah, I forgot to mention. You want some hoodies, you want any type of human design merch and hoodies, I'll be wearing more of it. Go to my Etsy shop. I am adding more and more merchandise all the time. All right. Thank you, guys.